One of our battalions was moving in. The medical officer just came in and he said goodbye and just stepped out of the dugout when a 5.9 burst on the track outside. Didn't do the field post any good. The little light we had in the way of a candle was blown out, but the first I knew of any person when I was calling for a light was somebody's scratching at my leg in the darkness. And this was my friend who said, I told you a couple of minutes ago, he said that I would hit in the belly. He said, and now I'm hitting the belly. However, he was pretty badly wounded. He had 2 shrapnel bullets through his abdomen, and he was shot in the neck. It's not pleasant even to contemplate the condition of horror that is depicted in some of these wounded men, and some with their arms blown off, sometimes legs blown off, with tremendous wounds and very severe hemorrhage. I think on the whole, the high explosive was the most grievous form of injury. It was generally a jagged, flying, heavy fragment that caused the wound. As it forced its way through some part of the body, the wound was very serious indeed. One of my stretcher bearers, a very gallant man from Dublin, with one companion, were carrying a wounded man on their shoulders when a whiz-bang burst between them. It, of course, blew the wounded man into fragments, but left the pole handles of the stretcher in the bearer's hands. Standing here at the crucifix corner, where I had an 8-post for a while, I can recall very many cases of such selfless devotion to duty. A man may do a great deal without much mental distress if he and his comrades are rushing into an attack. But if you have got in cold blood to try and clean up the mess of a battlefield and face a very heavy fire, then it calls for courage of a different order.